One Sitting Stories. Tragedy. A story set in the world of tormented love, a concept of world building, typing all of this in one sitting, then reading it out to you. The city is on lockdown! Sirens rang out throughout the city. I clench onto my firearm, standing in an alleyway. It's got my spine chilled up and everything seems like it's going dark real fast. The city is on lockdown! I repeat, the city is on lockdown! The man on the radio repeats this over and over. I don't understand what's going on. Locking down the city while there's an active terrorist group blowing it to smithereens? There are gunshots in the distance, explosions with light shining onto the massive skyscrapers, men yelling, children running for their lives. What's the first thing the city does? Locks it down? They better have a damn good explanation for this. I dart from the alley into the middle of the street. I look around frantically, eyeballing every corner. Right now, nothing is safe, and it's better to be sure no one is actually there than to be snuck upon. A bullet whizzed by my head, nearly shot it off. I turned left and prone onto the ground behind the car, bullets still raining down towards me. I breathed deeply. I've never been in this kind of combat before. It's so open. It's so... God damn it. Breathe, Wilson, breathe. I gripped the 9mm, and after those bullets stopped, I tried to take a quick peek through the windows. I see a man on a nearby rooftop, the lenses of his sniper rifle glaring from the city's lights. I see that he's giving himself out in the open. I crawl to the right side of the car and pop out from beside it, firing off about 7 shots. None of them hit. The man on the roof ducks and leaves from the scene. Back behind the car, I spot an alleyway that leads out of this section. I look back at the roof, then dart towards the alley. My radio goes off again. District-wide shooting leads to mass murder from a group of men who are identified to be at least 20 years old. The police are still looking for these men. Be careful, folks. Return to your bunkers for safety. I'm guessing this ain't a terrorist attack, and it's more of a people in this city losing their minds of how this place is treated more as like a massive prison than a place of freedom. I continue my walk. I now know where I need to be. Got to get to my bunker, located nearby my apartment complex in the southern wing of the city. I'm nearby to where I need to be. I just need to figure out where I am. I crouch walk, trying to stay in shadows. I look at the rooftops, the level of where I stand, hills, and even cars. There's even some on these streets where the windows are so blacked out that you'd have to be ready to shoot first if someone would be in there. Took a walk onto a street where I'm most vulnerable. I look at a street sign. Charles Road. I'm near my home, I whisper to myself. A bullet strikes me in the side. I fall to the ground and bullets more coming towards my direction. The rest are missing. Goes to show the shooter got lucky more than actually knowing what they're doing. Ah! I yelp in pain. This shit hurts like fucking hell. I grip my side and crawl. There's no active cover anywhere but across the street. The gunner yells, "Shit! Shit!" That's when I run across the street behind the building. "Where'd you run off to, you little mouse?" the gunman screamed out. He lets off another few rounds before reloading again. I hear footsteps approaching closer. I'm in no condition now to try and shoot, but it's my only chance. I see his foot peek around the corner and I let off a few rounds. Whoop! His lifeless body drops to the floor, letting go of a massive handgun. I sigh and grip to my side. Ah! I don't know if my wound is vital or not. I have to get to that bunker. The moon glows in the sky, clouds form and rain falls. The water shimmers the city's lights. I can see what kind of city this is now. It's a fucked up one, but nothing like the others here in America. The city was built with a design to keep everyone here. I see the efforts on the buildings through reflections. It keeps the desperate to thinking this city is their only hope of survival. There is no living life to the fullest. It's just to keep you in an endless cycle of chaos, especially right now. As I talk to myself in my head, gripping my wound too, I don't even realize until now that I've made it home, my apartment, falling apart. More pieces on the ground. Then I see the hatch right next to my front door. Take one last look around me, then pull out the key, opening it, and climbing inside. I lock that fucking hatch and find myself in a dark space. I feel around the dark walls, murmuring to myself, "Where's that fucking voila?" The lights in the bunker flicker on. The room has got a big couch, a TV, some first aids, and some video games too, as well as a full bookshelf of various stuff. I grab a first aid and go to treat the wound. The bullet went right through me, completely. I see both holes. I yell in agony. This does not feel good at all. I bandage myself up. I'll get proper help after all this is over. I grab some food too, then sit down on the couch, turning the TV on. My heart sank. Of all places to be attacked, it's the museum? Right now, I'm in the middle of the shooting, showing you, my loyal viewers, of what is going on. As we can see, there are a group of masked men firing out onto the police force. I heard that the mayor has called for America's special forces, and they're on their way now to stop them. I hope this. The reporter's head explodes and the footage cuts to black. My jaw drops. Just watched a man get destroyed on live television. I sporadically try and find other stations to get more news. Each one is the same as the previous, telling me to wait as they're not active currently. I wait in my bunker. Minutes turn to hours. I grab a few games and play them for a few hours, then I wait in silence again. Then I turn the TV back on to the news, and there's an update. Good news! The men have been apprehended. Bad news. There's been about 1,000 dead in these streets, and the city may never recover from this violent event. The mayor reached out to the city saying he will speak further on this tomorrow. Everyone should stay inside their bunkers for the rest of the night, and we'll let everyone know when it's safe to leave. Have a good night, everyone. I sigh. Turn that TV off, lie down on my damn couch, and stare at the ceiling. I wipe my eyes. I scratch my head. Try to make a pillow of the couch feel more comforting to lay on. Then I go to sleep. The next morning, I open my eyes and groan. Ugh. Sharp stabbing pain in my right side of my body, right where the wound is. I get up and stumble onto my feet to the first aid box I opened last night. I grab some painkillers, some water laying around, and down it. Then I look at the TV as bags hang under my eyes. I grip onto the remote and turn the TV on. Everyone can safely exit their bunkers. The mayor is speaking on stage. My team and I have conducted that to make this city safer, we will need to outlaw some things and enforce new rules. As my superiors have said, we must lock down this city. We must lock down the city further to prevent more harmful people from entering. We are planning on extending the walls higher, making checkpoints more secure, and keeping the whole city on high alert for the next few days. Be careful, people. Your neighbor could easily be the next threat to your life. Good luck and Godspeed. Excuse me? Excuse me? They're turning this damn city into a prison for everyone. I know that's what I said before, but I was exaggerating. Gotta get out of here. I gotta get out. They can't lock me up in this shithole. I don't care. I'll get out of here. To be continued. Hello, everyone. Brothers, sisters, friends of all. I'd like to let you know that the one sitting stories is a little bit of like writing practice of what I'm going to be doing for every Saturday, pretty much. I'll record at whatever time I wake up on Saturday, and then just get straight on to typing out just these little short stories. What should you expect from these? Do not expect these to look like absolute masterpieces. Nobody can write a perfect first draft. And if you can, you got lucky. Now, I hope that these just these like little short stories that I'm writing could just be helping me try and figure out what kind of world building I could do with my stories. Now, I know none of you know anything about my books and what I plan to write and everything. I'll do that for a different video, but for this video here, I just want to explain that these videos are just purely just the sounds of my keyboard typing, because I like that sound when it comes to videos, hearing people type on a keyboard. And I know a few other friends who like it too, so maybe you would as well, especially if you like writing. And then I also read them out so that as you read along beside me on every single line, you get to hear what I am seeing in my head as I improvise a story from start to finish. This story here was the first story to more enlighten on the path of a world that I've created in a book called Tormented Love. Right now, the book is still a work in progress, and the city is the only part right now that I need to work on before I even begin writing the drafts. So that's what made this short story so perfect. I could figure out what I want to add into that book. And I'll enlighten further of what else I want to add in a different video, but for right now, that's pretty much what I plan to be doing every Saturday for right now. That is to just write these a little bit of these short stories and move on. If you like this kind of videos, if you like to listen to me type and read out what I just typed, then please support it. Tell me in the comments that you like it. If you don't like these kind of videos, let me know in the comments as well of what kind of videos you'd like to see me create. My channel is more of a place to have diverse content, and whatever diverse content becomes more popular than the other will remain on the channel forever, and any other type of content that may not be as, as eye-grabbing as the rest, it'll still be there, but I just probably won't do it as often because I want to create content not just for myself, but for other people as well to consume and maybe be inspired by. And I hope that maybe these writing videos can inspire other writers to immediately begin writing. So just go to practice a little bit because honestly, the thing that motivates me most to like begin writing is to just sit and write something completely random. Doesn't even have to be related to my story. That just gets me into the mood of writing. And now that I just wrote up this short story, I think I am ready to start continuing on writing the world building of Tormented Love. But I hope you also enjoyed this video today. Have a great rest of your day and or night. See you in the next video. Goodbye.